Good evening. I would like to begin by recognizing the people who have supported me and guided me to where I am today. My mom and dad, my sister Dana, Dr. Chitwood, Mrs. Coney, teachers and staff, the Board of Trustees, parents, family members, and fellow students. It has been my relationships with each of you that have truly molded me into the man I am today. As I look at my classmates sitting before me, I feel so privileged to represent each and every one of them. With our unique stories and backgrounds, we have been through so much together, and you are all people of such character. We have connected on a level much deeper than academics, but rather one of spirituality. For the past 4 years or more, we have prayed for each other in class, attended chapel together, and even witnessed each other finding the Lord by various means. Our experience has been one of depth, and one that will certainly stay with me forever. On a different note, the class of 2012 is one gifted class. Among us are athletes, musicians, artists, writers, and many combinations. The talent is extraordinary, and I believe each of us has the potential to reach a high level of achievement if we live by Proverbs 16:3. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and your plans will succeed. The Lord offers us a promise in this verse. It says if you commit your plans, they will prosper. Although, in order for Proverbs 16:3 to be relevant to each of us here today, it plainly requires us to have some kind of plan for committing. And it is obtaining this plan or purpose that leaves many of us at a crossroads, especially us graduates. How is one supposed to choose a career path or perceive the general direction God is leading them? As I prefer things to be clear, concrete, and not abstract, as my AP literature teacher can certainly attest to, I analyzed how to make discovering this plan simpler. My conclusion left me with one word: passion. Passion, by modern definition, is a strong feeling or emotion. It is in fact so strong that it began this country in 1776, when the 56 men revealed their identity by signing the Declaration of Independence. It suppressed racial discrimination in 1968, when Martin Luther King Jr. stood against countless oppressors and delivered his I Have a Dream speech. It paved the way to cancer research in 2004, when the Lance Armstrong Foundation began selling simple yellow wristbands engraved with the expression, "Live Strong." It was passion for teaching that allowed an educator like our very own Mrs. Small to continue and enjoy teaching students English for 37 years, all at our school. And it was passion that enabled a junior like Ross Castillo to orchestrate a school-wide protest against youth soldiering in Africa. Imagine if we all focused our career path or life direction around this inborn thirst for change. What would the world be like? God created us as passionate beings, with Jesus Christ being the most prominent representation. It is up to us to discover our desire and act upon it. The greatest blessings come when one is living the purpose God created for them. And this is not to say following this passion will be easy. In fact, we will have to persevere through much to attain what we feel strongly about. Let me exemplify this by saying, Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team at one point, and Steven Spielberg was rejected from film school 3 times. You have to stay focused and persist. It is worth it. As important as it is to thoroughly perceive our passion, it is imperative to remember that time is of the essence. I learned this firsthand when, as many of you know, I lost my father 9 months ago. Physically, Dad is no longer with us, but his legacy has continued. It has thrived on what I consider to be, yes, his passion. He didn't ever hesitate to volunteer or serve others through his occupation. The profession and track he chose was never a job. It was what he loved, what he felt strongly about, and a way to honor the Lord. He never wasted the time he was given. What I've taken from this is that it is never too late, but once we discover our inner calling, we must not wait to follow through with it. It is a reality that time on this earth is not guaranteed. I'm going to say it once more. The class of 2012 is gifted. Friends, you have what it takes. If you can channel the talents and abilities I've spoken of towards something you feel strongly about, you can achieve excellence. I encourage each of you to choose a path based on God's calling and your desires. Don't ever let the world tell you you can't. Think about the figures I've spoken of today and how they overcame adversity, persecution, and anxiety, only to make this world a far richer place. I would now like to quote Maya Angelou. Love life. Give it all you've got. Love it with a passion, because life truly does give back, many times over what you put into it. Now let us do as it says in Hebrews 12:1. Let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us. Thank you very much.